So are you going to tell your dad about this?
As he said, it's Lyndon's call. Anyway, we don't know how serious it is yet, do we?
So why did you look so worried when you mentioned my throat?
I'm a hypochondriac. That's what happens when you're a doctor's daughter.
These people expect us to pick up the pieces time and again.
You're assuming that he chose this life. Who knows why he ended up like that?
There are always choices.
I'm not sure that girl had a choice. She didn't ask for any of this. And in the end, it's her who has to live with the consequences of his actions.
She could have left him.
Nothing is that simple, Rick. Life just isn't black and white.
You know, you're the second person who said that to me today. You sure you're okay?
It's been a hard few days.
Well, I hope that Michael's been looking after you.
What do you think of Michael?
Professionally?
Would you trust him?
If I needed to.
I thought he was having an affair.
Why?
I just thought it.
And now?
I don't know, to be honest.
I don't know what to say.
Part of me just thinks I should leave it well alone. Come on. I'm sure you've got more important things to do than listen to my paranoid ramblings. Probably just all in my head.
Look, Annalise, if you wanted to talk some more.
Honestly, I don't know where I am at the moment. Maybe another time?
Sure.
Right. Well, I can definitely hear a high-pitched sound.
What do you think?
It's tough to say. The sound of the intestinal tract is inherently nebulous. I don't think it's a CT issue. I think we need to get them back in here.
Yeah, that's what I feared.
Do you want me to hide under the bed?
For as long as you're being investigated, you're entitled to be here.
Where's the girlfriend?
No idea. She was here a moment ago.
And I thought she was here for him.
Everybody has choices. Three senior consultants for one patient. The patient I recall discharging. Sorry about this, Mr. Hewitt.
It'd be good to know I'm all right.
Just take a look at this X-ray, please. Mr. Hope and I heard an unusual high-pitched sound. I've ordered a CT.
Elliot, may I? Thank you. You're right, there is a sound. It's the normal creaking bowel sound of a man who is heavily overweight. Mr. Hewitt, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, no.
Under the constraints, the abdomen is soft and non-tender. There is no sign of peritonism. He has a normal bowel. It's your weight and congested lungs which are causing the pain, Mr. Hewitt, and no further tests are required to tell me that if you were to lose 2 stone and cut out the cigarettes, the pressure would be relieved.
Fine. I think Mr. Hewitt should be able to...
You're right. I know. You're right. Look, I know the kind of pressure you must have been under to treat me today, and I admire a man who sticks to his principles. I bought a treadmill 2 years ago, you know, from that advert.
I got one of those.
What I need to do now, I suppose, is take it out of its box and plug it in.
I'll get a nurse to organize your TTAs and can refer you to a dietitian. And we'll give you some medication to help you sleep. Other than that, you're free to go whenever you're ready. I do want to see you again, the new you, in 8 weeks. Mrs. Beecham? I don't quite know why you chose to x-ray one of my patients.
My patient. Now, I know this man. And if he is complaining of pain, he is in pain. We should heed the warning.
The pain is a warning to him, not to us. Now, in future, if you have a concern about one of my patients, then you come and talk to me. Not to Jane, not to Elliot, to me. I'm the general surgeon.
Oh, don't we know it?
And I'm the director of surgery.
Rick, your policy is flawed. Any policy that doesn't consider the needs of a patient on a case-by-case basis is not only inadequate, it's potentially dangerous.
That's exactly what zero tolerance does. Is this all to do with the patient? Nothing to do with your own interests.
Don't be absurd. Absolutely not.
Don't ever do that to me again.
Oh, Rick, I think he's actually going to go home and follow your advice.
Yes, well, thank you for your sterling support. Better late than never.
Martha, I don't want to fight.
No, it's been confirmed. Ben has sarcoidosis.
Right. I'm very sorry.
Are you?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you haven't exactly welcomed him into the family with open arms, have you? I mean, you've barely spoken to him and he's scared, Dad.
That's not fair, Martha. I didn't even know he was family until someone mentioned you had his surname. Hang on a minute. Yes, it paged me, Mr. Hope. Who's barking? Oh, right. Yes. Okay, right. I'll be straight down. Thank you.
Has Mr. Spence explained everything to you adequately?
He's a very impressive man.
Yes, very impressive.
Is he married?
I believe so.
It's a good catch, that one.
The same could be said of you.
Why don't you say what you're thinking? The age difference? Oh, the answer's simple. I love him.
Well, he's obviously a successful man.
Even if the procedure goes well. How long has he got?
I really can't answer that.
You put on a show. So, Chris Unsworth, huh?
Indeed.
He's going to recommend zero tolerance?
The data is compelling.
Good luck with that. Oh, hey, I just saw that Donna's down to scrub on the Optimum Recovery trial.
I didn't know that. You don't think she's up to it?
I'm a little concerned there might be too much pressure on her. There's a lot of prep work involved in this trial, and she has a lot of other duties. You and I both know how important this trial is.
You don't think she's up to it?
You know, you bring them up, you do your best for them, but in the end, they do what they want. I sometimes think they purposefully choose the very thing they know is going to wind you up the most. And when things go wrong, of course they expect you to be there for them. And you always are. My advice, don't have children, Samson.
Mr. Griffin's prescribed 50 milligrams of tramadol to be taken before bed.
It's an analgesic with a slight sedative effect.
Well, what's wrong with the double scotch?
We're not allowed to prescribe that.
Thank you.
Thank you for today.
Kathy coming to pick you up?
No, she's out of town.
Maybe that's for the best. Don't think she'd be too happy with me.
It's not you sending me home. And look, it's fine. It means I'm not dying, and that's more than okay. In fact, it's cause for celebration. Let me take you out for lunch next week, eh?
What happened to losing weight?
Oh, that's for the week after. Come on.
Steve, I'm your doctor and your friend, and I would like to see you back here fit and well.
I'm sure one last fillet steak and a bottle of good Bordeaux is not going to finish me off. Just say after me, thank you, Steve. That sounds very nice.
It does sound very nice.
Mr. Griffin,
You seem Tom, anyway.
I thought you were pleased with the work I've done.
What?
I'm just a little bit disappointed. I can do this trial.
Donna, it's not that. I just have to think about the whole department.
Well, I get on well with Mr. Spence and Dr. Carson. They said they're happy with my work.
But you have responsibilities. Look, we're not saying no to theatre. Far from it. We're just trying to balance your time.